Hello trainers, Ganeto here, and today we have a full 8 team coming up on your screens from PvPoke. So this team helped me reach expert pretty easily. I had 2 sets getting 5-0 and 1-4-1 to finally reach that legend mark. Actually expert, not even legend. That was my brain coming up pretty speedy over here. And with that said, let's see what we have here, because we're getting full A's and this team isn't yet on its full capabilities. The main reason I say this is because of my IV spreads, and as you can see here, both Lickitung and Carbink are not sitting on their fully excelled, powered up versions of themselves. And of course, with my Gligar having almost no good IVs at all, well, you can always see that you can get this team on an even higher level if you can play it correctly with your own measurements. So over here now, my Gligar can easily go in and we can start getting hit by those aerial aces. Even though we know we can survive, I am still in no mood of getting my shields that early into these battles. So they're also having 2 shields up, so that makes me think that I have to respect the damage here from the surf, and right after I will get to the bait and the aerial ace. Because of their 2 shields, I'm expecting a shield no matter what, and right after the dig will do massive damage on the lantern. So you can see here that only the team cannot get you to super high results, but also you need to manipulate your opponent's actions, like I did over here with that early aerial ace, while I thought that they were gonna shield no matter what. So over here now, surf is gonna come up, but I know that the Carbink can still survive even with that under leveled one that I have over here. I think I have spent only 10 excels, which is absolutely crazy. So anyways, right here I still can farm down with this, but I decide to spend my energy on the Lickitung, and right after Lantern will almost follow the same fate with that Moonblast dealing massive damage, and of course a few rock throats after, in combination with my shield into play, is just gonna be just enough for that Lantern to faint, and we're gonna get that early victory to start off the video. Against Medicham now, Gligar is gonna do pretty well, but to be honest, every single Pokemon from this line of 3 can still do pretty well against Medicham, which is a pretty nice overall coverage against Medicham, the king of the meta. So right here I can easily take the crunch, but I do not want to risk it getting hit by a close combat. That's why I decided to block, which was not the best call as it seems, because not only that was a crunch, but also they applied the debuff, and now we cannot even get to that second body slam to drop that Medicham super low. So at this point they are gonna get to their next move, which I know I can survive, and I'm expecting the second Charmer at the back. This is a line that I have featured on my channel as well several times, so I was expecting the Alola Ninetales non-shadow as well, but not with Powder Snow. This is the version of Alola Ninetales being just with Powder Snow, and yeah, not even Charm. We're just gonna be able to completely farm down here, and right after we will try to grab those shields out of play as soon as possible, with the Moonblast coming up next. So with that in mind, we can get those 2 shields out of play pretty easily, and then the aerial ace, which is already ready to go, we're just gonna snipe down that poor Medicham, and that is gonna end up into a magnificent victory. So I'm thinking what you are trying to think, and I know what you're thinking, okay? Because Ganeto, what are you gonna do here? Are you gonna showcase only wins? No, let's see what else we got here, because we're getting hard countered into the next battle with a Dragonair up in front. Obviously Dragonair is gonna do kinda of a bad work against my Carbink, so I obviously want this matchup for my Pokemon, but this trainer knows better here and not gonna throw Mud Bomb on my Lickitung, so down we go to the Sludge Bomb. Now Azumarill is gonna be at the back. Can we still beat down though this Dragonair, because those Aqua Tails are gonna hurt a lot, and as it seems here they still have the Azumarill, which is a Pokemon that they can definitely rely on. So with that sealed up, they manage to protect their Pokemon, and right after we have to respect the damage from the Hydro Pump, but still I need to call the bait. So it is gonna be not even the Hydro Pump, instead the Ice Beam, and now the Play Rough on my Pokemon. So obviously here going for the early Rock Slide will mean that we actually might get the chance to completely take out both of them shields with that effort, and right after we will try to go ahead and try to snipe down this Azumarill before before they reach to their next move. I know that the Aqua Tail is coming up, so all we have to do here is to predict the second one, or just go ahead and throw all of my rock throws on that Dragonair in a weird effort to snipe it down. But of course they can still reach to that final Aqua Tail before I can farm down the extra wing attack, not enough, and we're gonna fall into that battle very short. Into the next battle now, trainers, and we're having a Gligar on the mirror. Regular against Shadow, good against evil. Let's see who will prevail, because we managed to land the first move. They also have now some energy to spare, and let's remember that they can always throw back-to-back moves. I'm gonna do that first, but instead of getting it on the Gligar, we're gonna get the RLAs resisted on that Lantern, which makes it such a great switch at this point. Now I can easily switch out to my Leaky Tank, but of course we have to remember that this Gligar still has a lot of energy, at least one RLA's worth of energy to throw on my next Pokemon. So I'm just gonna get here to the Body Slam. They are gonna block, which is absolutely great for me, and now Thunderbolt will almost take me out. At this amount of HP, I'm thinking that perhaps I can farm down with my Gligar before they get to the serve. This is gonna happen, and right after you can see that they will return to the battle with their own Gligar, able to go here for the RLAs. We're gonna do the exact amount of damage that we wanted to do. At the back they have the Vigoroth, and of course now with Carbing we might actually have a chance over here. Rock Slide to do some cheap damage on this Pokemon, and of course not even the Moonblast so that they will block. And as you can see here, we have put that Vigoroth at a weird position. Carbing is so bulky that those neutral hits are never gonna do enough damage, and by calling the first move not being a Bulldoze, instead a Body Slam, we can easily protect our Carbing here and still complete the farm down against this White Ape Pokemon, and Gligar will most likely follow the same fate. Into the next battle now with that Carbing up in front. So we saw before that our Carbing is an absolutely insane Pokemon even against those counter users, and of course against Gligar it might struggle a little bit. However, the damage output that it can provide, it is still gonna be neutral because of our Flying plus Ground type combination. So over here now we're just gonna get to the extra farm, making them think that we are gonna bait. Instead we're gonna get to the dig, and I'm super glad that we have gotten rid of that opposing Carbing. Now on the switch we're met up with the Medicham, with our Lickitung kinda having the upper hand. I know it's weird, but this is why Lickitung is such a beast in the meta, with those licks being super effective, and with its amazing bulk we can always survive those moves while we can still reach to that Body Slam. Once again we get the debuff on the Lickitung, but this time we managed to finish them off right on time. Gonna get in the battle with my Carbing because I know that they might throw that extra Ice Punch, and I'd rather take it on my Carbing instead of my Gligar at this point. So all we have to do here is to go with a fast move pressure on that Victory Bell with those rock throws, and then a couple of wing attacks later we can still guarantee the knockout. Almost risked it over there with me throwing some energy and missing a turn, but yeah, overall it still worked. Into the next one now, trainers, and we're having the White Ape on the switch as well. So these battles are super close to expert, and you can expect some really high level plays over here. So here comes now the RLAs from the full A team, and of course my Gligar. And if we want to have any success on this battle, I have a feeling that we need to sacrifice a shield in the process. We can get out of here with an RLA's full worth of energy, and right after against this water gun user we're just gonna get to our dig. Of course, because they have water gun, I do not want the alignment with my Carbing, and instead I'm gonna wait to sacrifice my Gligar so that Lickitung now can go in and start destroying down that poor Lantern. The Body Slam will go through, down goes that Lantern, and now at the back that they have the Charge Back, of course my Rock Throws are just gonna dominate this Pokemon, and we're gonna take this victory. I have left the best battle for the end, and trust me, you do not want to miss this at all. Not only because right after we're gonna get to expert, but this battle is absolutely insane. So against this Haxorus, it is always fun to encounter a Pokemon like this because it is off meta right now. We're gonna see that those Breaking Swipes are just gonna do a lot of work. Another Breaking Swipe Pokemon is coming up, this time the Steelix, not Shadow at all, which might be kinda problematic for us, and as it seems they want to completely farm down with those Dragon Tails. To do so, you can see that they're gonna be dropped pretty low even though we are debuffed, and at this point they have a lot of energy to spare. So Gligar is coming up. Remember before that I told you this is no shadow at all? I said it for a reason. They can still finish us off, but they need to spend all of their energy in the process. So what I want to do here is to completely rely on my carving to finish them off. So at the back now they have a Wigglytuff. How can we possibly win this? The reason I'm going here for the move is because I'm hoping and praying for that debuff. We can absolutely apply it, and that is here is where the fun is gonna start, because right now we can definitely outspeed to the farm down while sacrificing 2 shields in the process. I know that this Steelix is energy dry, I know that the Haxorus is energy dry as well, so we have to rely on the damage from the rock throws. What Pokemon are they gonna bring in? It is gonna be Haxorus. Now we have to go for the rock slide, resisting by a lot those Dragon Tails. They are gonna block, and right after the Moonblast will be more than enough to destroy down that poor toothless Pokemon. Steelix is going down from our fairy type goddess, and we're gonna take this victory to end this video. So that is gonna be all for today, trainers. Thank you for watching and for staying till the end. This video definitely deserves a like because we just reached expert using this amazing team, getting full A's on PvPoke. Not only the like but also the subscribe if you feel like you have to subscribe, and to encourage me to do more videos like this. And of course right here I have 2 videos for you to check out. Feel free to check them out, and I will see you all into the next one.